In the previous video blog, we briefly talked about not wasting the storm. Instead, look intently at what worked and what didn't work. Today, we want to take a deeper dive into this. Just over the hill from where we live are some beautiful ranches. There are cattle ranches, horse ranches, and even a buffalo ranch. When a storm comes, cows who are slow runners will sense the storm, pick up their heads, and run the direction of the storm, and therefore prolong the storm. Buffalo, on the other hand, will sense the storm, pick up their heads, and run right into the storm, getting through it in record time. During the coronavirus, and for many, it'll go on for a long time. We're facing emotional storms. Those emotional storms may be related to the fear, the panic, the guilt, the shame, many other emotions and losses. Every time we run into an emotional storm, we have a choice. We can either choose to run, avoid, or find some way to escape the storm and therefore prolong the storm like the cows do. Or we can face the negative emotions and get through it much more quickly like the buffalo do. As we look intently, evaluate, and take a deeper dive into our storm, we want to particularly focus on what we learned. What will you do differently than before? Many people have shared with me that they realize how they have taken so much for granted and hope to never lose the attitude of gratitude. They're so grateful for their health, for family, for the everyday things. Since there has been a major shift to online, many businesses will find that running their business online is no longer a choice. It is a necessity. I spoke to someone recently who ran his podcast and television business out of his studio with lots of help. To keep everything running, he had to quickly shift everything to his home and said many things are going to change. Someone else who owned a restaurant had to let their staff go, give them a few weeks of pay, and close their business. As they reopened their business, it was the perfect time to make the necessary changes, rehire the staff that proved to be great workers, and change the menu. Whatever changes you have chosen to make, the key is continuing to do this. Continue to be grateful, to consider the positive things that have happened, to enjoy being together as family. It's now part of your new story. Remember, your story matters.